Most people don't get punished for being wrong. They get punished for being different, out loud. History doesn't destroy rebels for their ideas. It destroys them for refusing to blend in. Here's the uncomfortable truth about society. Original thinking is tolerated. Visible nonconformity is not. You can think whatever you want. You can question everything. You can see through the illusions everyone else accepts. But the moment you behave like you're above the rules, you trigger something dangerous in people. Resentment, suspicion, the quiet desire to put you back in your place. This is the core of Law 38. Think freely, but act familiar. Every society runs on shared habits, symbols, and unspoken agreements. Most people don't consciously choose them, they inherit them. Challenge those habits openly, and they don't hear new ideas. They hear judgment. They hear, "I'm smarter than you." They hear, "Your way of living is inferior." And they will punish you for it. Not always directly. Sometimes through exclusion, sometimes through stalled opportunities, sometimes through isolation disguised as feedback. Look at Pausanias, a respected Spartan general, successful, admired, powerful. But instead of quietly enjoying his new tastes, he flaunted them. Persian robes, foreign customs, open contempt for Greek simplicity. He didn't just change, he performed his difference. And that performance cost him everything. Once people sensed his disdain, they stopped trusting him. Once trust vanished, rumors filled the gap. Once rumors spread, protection disappeared. In the end, no sword killed him. No enemy army defeated him. He died alone, sealed inside a temple, starved by the very society he had insulted. This law isn't about hypocrisy. It's about timing and positioning. Wisdom knows when to speak and when to stay silent. Power knows that ideas don't need applause to survive. Most people who speak their truth aren't brave. They're impatient. They confuse expression with effectiveness. The truly dangerous minds in history learned something crucial. Survival comes before expression. Tommaso Campanella understood this the hard way. Tortured, imprisoned, nearly executed. So he adapted. Outwardly, he conformed. Inwardly, he stayed free. He praised what he privately questioned. He defended ideas he secretly dismantled, but subtly. Those who needed to understand him understood. Those who wanted conformity were satisfied. He lived. He wrote. He endured. That is power. Here's the modern version of this law. At work, don't attack the culture. Master it. In society, don't mock norms. Mirror them. In groups, don't correct people. Let them feel understood. Blend in behaviorally, not mentally. Wear the uniform. Use the language. Respect the rituals. Meanwhile, observe everything. Because once you blend in, you gain something far more valuable than attention. Access. Access to information. Access to influence. Access to timing. People fear what stands apart. They trust what feels familiar. That's why the smartest players cultivate the common touch. They laugh at the right jokes. They agree in public. They dissent in private. They don't argue in crowds. They don't teach the unwilling. They don't throw pearls at people who will trample them. They wait. Understand this. Society doesn't reward truth. It rewards belonging. Once you belong, you can bend the rules quietly. Once you're trusted, you can introduce ideas slowly. Once you're established, difference becomes eccentricity, not rebellion. There is only one moment when breaking this law is safe: when you are already untouchable, when your position is unshakable, when your power doesn't depend on approval, when people need you more than they resent you. Until then, stay with the herd. Think differently, but never look different. Because the black sheep isn't attacked for being wrong, it's attacked for standing out. Freedom of thought is priceless, but freedom of behavior is earned. Think as you like, but if you want to survive, behave like others, until the moment you don't have to.